I like Crocs.
Crocs.
I do like Crocs.
Crocs, we still love you. Crocs, listen.
Please email us back.
Crocs, we've been after you for a while now. It's been pretty much a love relationship between you and us. We're still featuring you as much as we can
In our video.
in our videos. In I'm Not Over You, you're on our song cover. You're on everything Crocs, and we're just waiting on that call. All right, well, welcome to After the Set. We're here today. We're going to do another kind of relaxed episode. We don't have a guest today or anything, so we decided we'd just bring the boys in and do a little quick pod.
A little pod sesh.
Yeah. So today we're going to talk about some of our underground artists that we're into.
Yeah.
Guilty pleasure artists as well. And we'll talk about our video that we just released a little bit, I guess, because that's been probably the big news of the
Pretty
week
good
for
little
us.
video, huh?
Now for a little bit now.
Breaking
Yeah.
records, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Breaking absolutely.
Yeah.
Breaking
400
YouTube records.
400 views in like a day and a half. So new YouTube record.
Big numbers.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. So we'll get started. First off, we just want to, thank you guys so much for like watching the video seriously, and like it was a way higher like view rate than we expected it
Yeah,
to
for
be,
sure.
because
Yeah,
like
that's definitely
especially
what
with
we're
it being our
accustomed to.
first song, our first like real YouTube video that we've put out. It was like it was crazy to see like all of y'all watching it right off the bat and like texting us about it and everything. It was really cool. So we really appreciate y'all.
I've heard just all positive
Yeah,
stuff. too,
yeah.
so.
Except that that one dislike we got on the last After the Set episode. That guy,
Right.
That guy.
That wasn't a music video though.
Yeah.
It could have been unrelated.
whoever that was, we're disappointed in you.
Yeah. You're wrong.
But seriously, thank you guys so much. We really appreciate y'all. So let's get into it. Cole, I have a question for you.
What is your question?
Who is your favorite underground artist that you're into?
That's a tough one. I have a couple. So we'll go with Kaleo, Icelandic, I believe, Norwegian.
They are in fact Icelandic.
Icelandic folk band.
This is interesting.
Never heard of
Okay.
it.
Folk band.
Folk
They're a rock band.
Rock and
They're kind of that blues revival.
They're the blues
Yeah,
revival, yeah,
they're
like the white
absolutely
white
blues.
Which
stripes
is
kind of
weird
thing.
because I didn't know Norwegians had the blues.
apparently they do, and apparently they're pretty darn good. So those guys are fire. They just came out with that their second album.
Yeah, their second album.
That song,
Yeah.
Break My Baby, I think. Break
Yeah.
My Baby, yeah.
Break My Baby.
Excuse me.
It's kind of aggressive, but it's a song.
That is kind of aggressive.
A little aggressive, but they're
Wow.
they're good. Those guys are amazing. I discovered them like only a few years ago.
Yeah.
and they're amazing. And then Nathaniel Rateliff and the Night Sweats are definitely up there as a second one. Yeah, everybody knows
Yeah,
SOB.
yeah.
That's like their hit song they had a few years.
Great song.
That entire album is amazing, just fantastic. So those are my two.
What about them do you like?
Yeah. And how do they affect your bass picking?
the bass playing?
Yeah.
The bass playing, I would probably draw more from Nathaniel Rateliff, and they're very like 70s inspired, very just bouncy, upbeat bass lines and stuff like that. And yeah, I would go. Yeah,
Classic.
no, it's fantastic. I would draw way more from them, like for my own music personally. That I would. I mean, Kaleo's great and everything, but I like their sound and what their bassist brings, and just how upbeat.
I've never heard a whole lot of like bass and like bass moving around in Kaleo's songs.
It
or
doesn't.
anything like
it
that.
doesn't. That guy
He's very
literally follows.
root-nosed.
No,
I
that
mean,
guy
yeah,
follows
it's-
roots. He just follows roots all day, and that's all he does. Which I mean, there's a place for that. There's definitely a place for like
blues
simplistic.
revival doesn't really have too
That's true.
complex.
Yeah,
bass
there's
stuff.
definitely a place for like simplistic playing, and like their band revolves around their singer's voice, which is incredible, and their
What's that dude's name?
guitarist.
It's probably some really weird sounding Norwegian name.
Kaleo, lead singer. Julius Sun. That's not your real name, homie.
That's not what I was thinking.
No way. That's his real name.
So it's like JJ's son or something.
JJ Sun. Yeah. I don't know. There's no way that's
Also,
it.
Abbreviation, maybe.
There's no
I think
It sounds
they have a song. I think they have a song named that.
They do
Oh,
actually.
Vori
Vorhi Velorsky or something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. I'm probably butchering the name, but yeah, they have like a whole song in like their native language and
See,
stuff.
that's
It's
what I
actually
think
really
his
cool.
name would sound like.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Disappointing.
JJ Sun.
I hate
No
this
way.
band
I don't
now.
believe
JJ's
that.
son. I don't know.
All right. Moving on.
Well, kind of like this old feller named Briston Maroney that Eric, you may know of.
Yeah.
Been jamming him. I found him last year. Dude, I think he's based out of Nashville.
Yeah, he is.
And
I don't know where he's from though.
I don't know, Tennessee or something like that. Dude got some serious jams. He's kind of got that. I mean, it's like indie alternative kind of sound. Like you can definitely tell that he did pretty much everything himself, probably in his basement.
He does live streams of him like
Yeah.
while he's mixing and
He
everything.
does.
He's just in his room.
His I think his most
Oh,
famous song,
I've seen a couple of those.
"Freaking Out on the Interstate." A lot of people know.
He's from Knoxville, Tennessee.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, dude. He's really great. I love his like chord progressions and his melodies. God, man, so good. His guitar parts are fantastic. So tasty.
Yeah, you and him really mesh
Steve.
on those.
dude, we do
on the
We
guitar
do.
parts.
Briston, if you're listening, I love you.
That is the man. Briston's the man. So how did Briston affect your?
Well, just his guitar parts are so tasty. I love the.
What do you mean by
Tasty.
tasty?
Like,
Elaborate.
second time.
Elaborate.
So they're just the tones that he uses are not just like a guitar through an amp. Like he uses like these effects, make them like really fuzzy, distorted, like noisy sounds.
He does that with his voice too a lot.
Yeah, and it just gives it like this edge.
The
that I
vintage- the
like.
vintage thing.
Yeah, it's this edge sound. And it's not just like open power chords like a lot of bands do. Like he has these cool little riffs that might follow the melody in some of his songs,
Which is unusual.
yeah.
Usually you don't have riffs that are going to follow the melody because you don't want that to like mask the melody too much or
Yeah.
mask the singer.
But like he does that really, really tastefully.
Yeah.
So yeah, dude, I found this
Really
new band.
organically.
This new band, not new, but they're called Basement. Have you ever heard of them?
No, basement.
They're kind of like pop punk, like that late '90s kind of Blink-182 sound, Green Day or whatever.
yeah.
But I think they're kind of new within the last like
Basement.
5 or so years, maybe.
They're cool.
Yeah, I really like them. So they're kind of like bringing that kind of power chordy rock and roll sound back a little bit. I would definitely say check them out.
Basement.
We kind of fit their vibe a little bit.
New album by myself.
They're trying to revive the '90s with us.
Look up Disconnect. That's a great
Oh,
song.
they're from UK.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Oh, what was that other new band we found that you found? The video.
Oh, dude, Nothing But Thieves.
yes.
Oh, I love that band.
Yeah, they're very good.
You ever heard of them?
No,
too?
never heard of them.
You should. I'll
They're
show
from
you.
the UK too.
I'll show
Yeah,
you a
share
video by
these-
them.
Yeah, share these gems with us,
Dude,
Blake.
I've been finding some great bands.
That
I've
man
been,
can sing.
I've been going hard to some Nothing But Thieves for the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, they're really good.
Straight bops. But yeah, I love the indie alternative rock sound that some of these bands have.
Yeah, Briston's not super like high energy a lot of the time either. So
No, he's got a lot of super laid back, chill songs, but he also has some
He's got
pretty
some.
rocky songs, upbeat.
and that differs from us, but like we can still take melodies and stuff from him. That
So our song "Good Enough," when I was writing that guitar part for "Good Enough," I had one of his songs in mind.
yeah,
Great, the name is now escaping me. It's Not My Fault. That's what it's called. It's Not My Fault. That was on his first EP, I believe.
yeah. You ever heard this song, Cade? Have you ever heard this guy play? He's insane. I'm gonna skip ahead. But he's just like super real laid back.
It's pretty close.
Yeah, that's nice. I like that.
He's very cool. All right, cool. So yeah, I mean, moving on from them, Cade. Let's hear
Underground.
it. I feel like all of Cade's bands are underground.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe, I
Listen
guess,
to
to
me.
a certain degree. I would say, off the top of my head, Lettuce. You know, that funk band I always talk about. But I've talked about it like every
Lettuce.
time I'm on this podcast. And even Trevor knew about them. They're not super underground, I guess, but definitely the funk from Lettuce. Good stuff from them. They just came out with a new album. Good stuff. I guess Herbie Hancock would be sort of underground nowadays because, I mean, he's kind of old. His music is old.
Yeah.
Yeah, Herbie Hancock's famous though. I mean,
People know him. Like, if
Yeah.
you say Herbie Hancock, the right crowd knows exactly who that is.
Yeah.
But, like, not a people know, like, all of his albums or all the songs on them. And the funny thing is Lettuce will cover a lot of songs from Herbie Hancock's old stuff.
really?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. That's cool.
And they'll do it, like, their own sort of way, and the melody will be... It's cool stuff. I really like them. Definitely the funk syncopation
Black
thing.
Pumas as well.
Black Pumas, they
Black
did get voted for like the best new artist of the year last year or something like that. Waiting for the new album, ready for that. Black Pumas.
Wait, an award for like best?
Well, it was on Spotify. It came up on the top of my
Oh.
thing. It was like voted most popular new artist or
Aren't
something
they
like
from
that.
New Orleans?
They're from Austin.
Oh, okay.
They just do funk stuff.
I wish I was from Austin.
Yeah, seems like a pretty cool
love
place.
Austin.
That or Nashville.
I don't want to
Good
be
music.
from Nashville. I'd like to be from Austin. Though. Austin's just a cool city to be from.
Respect.
Yeah, I still have been meaning to go to Austin. Everybody says how cool Austin
Dude, let's go
is.
to
I
Austin.
still haven't
Wonderful.
been.
After this podcast, let's go to Austin.
It sounds good.
Yeah, I got time.
Little quick trip.
Take off
Head
work
back.
tomorrow.
Yeah, those three: Black Pumas, Lettuce, Herbie Hancock.
Got you. And so, how would I guess Herbie Hancock doesn't affect your drumming much, but
I mean, not him in and of itself, but his drummer does. Sure.
What about Lettuce?
His drummers
Them
have
too?
syncopation. Yeah, the syncopation for Lettuce, especially their drummer. I think he also produces some of their stuff. His syncopation is really nice. He'll play the drums on he'll play on weird beats that you don't expect, and it fits with the little riff melody that they do. But Herbie Hancock's guys and Black Puma's guy is really more laid back. Like, and watch him live. He has his eyes closed a lot of time. And he'll
feeling
like
himself.
never
Just vibing.
never miss, right on the beat all the time. Not anything too fancy, but it's syncopated enough to where it's like, ooh, you know,
interesting flavors coming from the drums.
very very much
we
so.
love a flavorful drum.
Very much so.
Yeah, my favorite types of drummers are the ones that like, playing fast is cool and everything like that. If you got chops, it's good. But like
Can't do
drummers that actually play with like playing the drums as an instrument rather than a timepiece is like pretty cool. Like Neil.
Neil Peart?
Yeah. Do you pronounce it Peart or Pert?
I've heard it both, but I think it's Peart.
I can't ever decide which one I want to pronounce it as.
I think it's Peart
But Neil Peart,
from Rush,
yeah, from Rush.
who just died. I think
Who
last
did?
year.
He did. I was about to say rest in
Rip.
peace.
Got to see him in concert though, so it's all right.
Yeah, I never did. But people used to say that about him a lot. How he would play the drums as like as an actual instrument.
Oh,
rather
like a
than,
melodic
yes,
instrument.
like
yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, playing along with the melodies and everything like that, and like actually using drums to enhance like the
dude's
melodies
incredible.
of the song and everything is really cool.
Arguably the best.
He's up there.
Arguably the best. All right. Well, I guess that leaves me. So my underground artists, you may or may not have heard of my underground artists. I know I've talked about him a ton on here, but John Bellion is probably my number one underground artist that I pull from. John Bellion is more of a modern guy. But he does all of his own producing. He does all of his own like work, and he's got his hands on like everything. And that's what I really like about him. He doesn't like, not that there's anything wrong with using other producers or anything like that. I just respect that he does it all himself, which is cool. He doesn't as much anymore, but his first 3 albums, I'm pretty sure he did completely alone, with features and stuff like that. But like the producing and the writing and everything like that, like came from him. And so I pull a lot of when I'm producing stuff, I pull a lot of my production from him, a lot from him, because his vocals are just very, very clean and like
His harmonies are clean.
Yeah,
the few
everything-
songs I've listened to, his harmonies have just been
everything's
amazing.
just very clean. And then his melodies I really enjoy too, and his drums are like, I don't know, he's just got like a flow about him that I really like. And then my second underground artist is an old band that I used to listen to a long time ago, because I went through a pretty heavy
Oh no, I know what
Oh,
this
yeah.
is. No.
I went through a pretty heavy bluegrass
Yeah,
phase
yeah,
when I was back in the day. And the infamous String Dusters are like the most wonderful bluegrass band from the back in the day. They're just like They're amazing. I keep saying from back in the day. They're not that old, actually. The infamous String Dusters really brought bluegrass back into the light.
But this
Oh,
phase,
wow.
this phase was what, like 3 years ago, 3 years.
Yeah,
maybe
it still comes back every once in a while. It actually started the bluegrass phase started when I was rolling through like all of Zach Brown Band's stuff, and I started coming across their bluegrass stuff, like The Wind and Whiskey's Gone, all that stuff from that. What's that album called? Do you know The Winds of Change? Is that
Uncaged.
no?
I
It's
think
not
it's that one.
Uncaged.
It's
I
not
think
that
it's The
one?
Winds of Change is what it's called. Or, maybe I'm wrong. Hold on. It's not Uncaged. That's the one with the girl and the skull on it. I'm talking about the white album. Zach Brown.
It's not Jekyll and Hyde, is it?
No,
No,
it's not
that's
that one.
no. It's older than that. It's the one that Knee Deep was on. Let's see.
Oh,
You got what you get. You get what you give. That's what it's called. But yeah, Whiskey's Gone is on there. I don't know. They don't do the bluegrass stuff as much anymore. But I really enjoyed that out of them, and so I started looking into more bluegrass music. And I went on the hunt for like the best bluegrass band I could find, and the infamous String Dusters came up. Wouldn't say I necessarily pull influence from them anymore. I definitely used to, but I feel like we've evolved past that
I
kind of.
remember that.
Yeah, we've evolved past that. So, but if I ever sit down to write an acoustic song, the infamous String Dusters are definitely in mind.
Of course.
Getting dusted off.
Yeah, yeah, good one, dude.
Kill him.
No.
I'm going to cut that.
Fix it in post.
All right. Well, our next topic, we can move on, I guess, to our guilty pleasure artist.
Oh God. I'm gonna catch some heat.
I
for
think
this.
I forgot. I think I
Good
forgot
stuff.
who mine is. I need to rethink. So I'm glad I'm last.
Yeah, who wants to start?
I'll start. Let me just get it over with. Dude, I freaking love Shake It Off by Taylor Swift.
Okay, that is good pleasure.
oh, man. That song's been a bop since like 2014.
That is a good song.
Dude,
Song's been a
wait,
bop.
Wake Me Up Before You Go Go.
Wham!
By
Oh,
Wham.
good
Wham
stuff.
is your guilty.
Wham's
Okay.
good stuff.
That's a great song. I don't care who you are. And of course, Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley. Another just absolute banger.
This song,
Yeah.
it's a meme now.
It feels good that I got that
That
out,
one's-
out in the air, though.
Yeah.
It's
It's
I'm
in the
a
world now.
Swiftie.
You can't ever take it back.
You're a
Yeah,
Swiftie.
I'm a Swiftie, dude.
What do you think about the new one?
Space here, Blake.
The new album, Taylor Swift.
What do you think about it?
It's pretty good, actually. I like it.
I actually haven't listened to it. Is it good?
It's very slow.
Which
And I like
Give
that.
a little
yeah.
change of pace.
She changed
Yeah.
the pace pretty heavy on this album, which was cool.
The first song on the album, the first track.
And she wrote them all the titles in
Forget the name.
lowercase to be edgy.
So
Oh, I think it's called The One. That's what it is. The One, I think.
something like that.
Oh, that is a good song.
That's a good song.
Yeah.
And the one with like Bon Iver or Bon Iver. Or
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
you say his
yeah,
name.
Bon Iver.
Exile. Another bop, dude. I'm a Swiftie, apparently.
Nothing wrong with that. All right, Cole.
Mine, I think Megan Trainor. Megan Trainor's good. Underappreciated artist, right?
Absolutely
I don't really know
underappreciated.
anything about her other than that bass song. All about that
There. Oh,
bass.
yeah, all about that bass. Me Too is pretty good. And then there's that one she did with
John Legend.
John
That-
Legend.
yeah.
That's it. That was a really good song.
Which
Gonna
song?
Love You Like I'm Gonna Lose.
Yeah. Okay, I remember that song.
What is your favorite one by her?
It's got to be the one with John Legend.
Yeah, it is.
So that sounds
That,
so cool.
that song just slaps. That's a good one.
John Legend, that dude is so talented.
He really is.
Cade?
Guilty pleasure. It would be, I guess, like a whole genre because I really like to listen to some like, 60s through 80s stuff, and a lot of it. Well, not a lot of it, but some of the 80s stuff especially has
But, yeah,
not
80s would
aged
be
super
way
well.
more good.
Like,
Not aged super well.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
that's
for an
polite way of
example, just
putting
go
it.
listen to the literally first 10 seconds of something like Man in Motion, something like that.
Talking about Michael Jackson?
No. St. Elmo's Fire. St. Elmo's Fire.
Oh, that
Oh,
song.
that
That
one.
song is the epitome of 80s.
As epitome of 80s, the first 10 seconds of it sum up the sounds that have not aged well, but I still enjoy listening
The
to.
80s just don't do it for
808
me.
Stuff, that 808 and like synth.
Oh, yeah.
I can't.
The 80s
I like
just
it.
don't
I get
do it.
I get past it. I
hate
get
the
past
synths
it.
that are back that
There's
were
just
in
like
there that
one
kind of-
sound that's like an
Safety
80s sound.
Dance. Do you know that song Safety Dance?
No.
Oh, that's a very 80s song. And then
Huey Lewis, the guy who did Power of Love, he has some other good stuff that's like not as 80s
And
as
Whip
that,
It
but it's
by
really good
Devo.
stuff. Whip It, Devo's got some
Oh,
good
Whip It's good.
that's another
Whip It.
just
Yeah, that is a good song.
ultimate 80s song.
Yeah.
Play the very beginning of Safety
Dude, the
Dance.
80s has some hokey stuff, but
Oh yeah,
Hokey, yeah.
You do have to
It's-
get past it.
It's pretty
I understand,
hokey, a
but
little cheesy, but they
that would
they
be
had
my
a few,
All like the
genre.
80s
There's a
movies.
few gems.
Oh, that's Whip It, yeah.
That's what you told me to play, right?
And Safety Dance. Play Safety Dance.
Oh, the synths back then. I hate them.
I hate it.
This?
I don't actually know this one.
This hit?
I think so. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah.
I hate the 80s.
The weird singing.
80s is such a terrible time. They were just coming out of disco and everything
Oh,
like that.
man.
And it was just like, no.
And like
Love it.
technology.
There's
They had all
there's
the-
a lot of
Right.
good there's a
Computers
lot of good
started
stuff
coming
in
out
there.
and
You do have to hunt for the stuff that was past like just the top of the charts, and because that's has a lot of those sounds. But
Oh.
there's a lot of good stuff without the synths and all that.
Yeah.
When I hear 80s, I just want to think about like Guns N' Roses. Like that's
That's what I
That's
think when
good.
I hear
Yeah.
Genesis
Sure.
and AC/DC and all them too. And everybody that was good in the 80s. And then, yeah. Then everyone else just ruined it.
Oh, haters,
glam metal
haters.
and all that kind of stuff.
I'm not even that huge of a fan of like I'm a fan obviously from like just a fundamental basis, but I'm not like listening to 80s music, like AC/DC and all that.
Dude,
all that
no, I
much
did
anymore.
a lot when I was a kid.
Yeah, me too.
But I
But
grew
like
out of
I don't know. Yeah,
It doesn't really appeal to me anymore.
No, I'm just not. I'm not jamming that much to.
Like I go 60s, 70s, skip the 80s, minus a few bands, and then 90s is what I listen to.
I used to not be into the 90s at all. I couldn't stand the 90s.
Yeah.
I hated the way everybody sung.
I used to hate the idea of grunge because it killed like the Guns N' Roses scene.
Yeah, but
because
now
it-
you're
it,
like,
like-
well,
Like
it's
it evolves.
The 90s. Is,
I like it.
It's just raw. It's really good. I
Yeah.
don't know. I
lot
like
of
punk rock
heroin.
now.
a lot of heroin in the 90s.
Well, yeah.
Of course, really got to change up the sound.
I just like how hard everybody went back then, dude. Like
Yeah.
at Green
The
Day's
live
concerts and
shows.
stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
the Mud Festival
the punk
thing.
revival thing.
Yeah, it was so cool. Everybody was
Dude,
just
the
going
90s
so hard.
gave us Dave Grohl, so therefore, I thank them.
Dave Grohl's the man.
He is the man. Dave Grohl, I love you too.
Guys, I've been thinking this entire time on who my guilty pleasure artist is. I'm not really guilty about anybody that I listen to, but I can't think. Can y'all think of anybody for me that is like a guilty pleasure
well,
of
I
mine?
remember.
If I were you, I would pick 21 Pilots.
No, that's not guilty. I'm not guilty about that at all.
I would be
so
guilty
much
of-
hate for liking Billie
Oh,
Eilish.
Billie Eilish.
that
That's
was
what
your
it
one. It
was.
was Billie.
Good
Make
job.
fun of me so
I mean, I
much.
like a couple by her.
Oh, dude, Billie Eilish is so talented, man.
Okay, well,
that
okay,
girl
maybe I'm
slaps.
pushing- pushing a little bit.
you like Billie Eilish?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
I didn't know who she was. I
I remember the first time Blake came in singing "Bad Guy," and we were
now
looking at
bad,
him, I was
bad
like,
guy's
what
not
is
my
wrong
favorite
with
song by
you?
her though.
No,
Bad guy.
Dude, she has a new song. I think it's new. That I hear on the radio a lot.
I've heard that song.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I don't remember the name because I can never remember the names of songs. But
Buns. My Future is her most recent song. Everything I Wanted.
yeah, that one. Everything I Wanted.
everything I
Is that new?
wanted. Yeah, it kind of.
That's a great song.
I mean, as new as a song can be with 637 million
Well, but like,
streams.
goodness.
did it come out on that most recent album? The
Yeah.
Bury a Friend album or whatever it's called?
No,
Excuse
it wasn't
me.
on Barry Friend. I think it was a single.
Oh, it
Everything
was?
I Wanted was a single.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. That's a really cool song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a single. Yeah, that is a really good song. I like When the Party's Over a lot. I just Phineas's producing is just insane. I've watched a ton of for those of you who don't know, Billie Eilish's stuff is all produced by her brother, Phineas O'Connell.
Who's dating a girl that looks exactly like
He
her.
is. Yeah.
Pull up the picture.
Yeah, I didn't believe you guys when you told me
Yes.
that, and I looked at that picture.
Hilarious. Hilarious.
Very creepy. But Phineas, I still love you.
It's all good, bro.
You know, if you love your sister, that's that's your business. I still think you're talented.
I'm not going to make an Alabama joke. But it's fine.
Oof. But yeah, I've watched tons of hours of Phineas in interviews and stuff like that, just trying to pick up any little tidbit off of him from his producing and stuff like that. Like he's so cool.
It is impressive they managed to get like that professional of a sound just from their bedroom. Like
Yeah.
that's
Just comes from years of sitting
yeah.
inside and playing with it and seeing what you can do. He was homeschooled, so he had the time to just I don't know why you didn't get into that. You're the
I don't
only.
know.
You're the only one of us. that
Apparently,
didn't.
I just
You're
suck.
slacking,
I was
dude.
just- I was just wasting
the
my
whole time.
time.
Yeah, the whole
You're
time.
just playing tennis. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I know. Just becoming a mediocre tennis player the
That's
whole
how.
time.
That's how he spent his homeschool experience. He could have
No,
become
man.
Phineas.
Started too late. I could have been Phineas. We could have been famous by now if I just got on
but
the
it's all
stick.
your fault.
I take full blame for us not being famous right now, guys. Sorry, that one's
Who
on
says
me.
we're
That's
not
on you.
famous?
That's on you.
Who says we're not famous? We got 400 views on YouTube in like a day and a half.
We did.
Video.
Big numbers.
Crazy.
Our biggest numbers.
It's wild. Yeah, Billie Eilish is my guilty pleasure artist,
She's not really that
but I'm still
guilty,
not
though.
guilty about it.
She's not. It's not
extremely
guilty because
popular.
She's like the most famous artist
Yes.
right now.
You can never judge an artist by their most popular song.
Dude,
so,
can you
like,
believe it?
always have
Bad
to
Guy has like
check it
a
out.
billion and a half.
Really?
It's a lot.
It's crazy.
That's a lot.
A billion and a half
That's a
streams.
few streams. And that's probably just Spotify.
Oh, my other guilty pleasure artist would probably be people always make fun of me when I bring up this guy, but Ed Sheeran just absolutely
Again, one of the other most famous artists.
yeah, he just absolutely kills everything. And then everybody's like, "Ooh, yeah, Ed Sheeran." It's just like
Dude, I'm not a Sheeran fan. I never was. I can't really get into it.
I like the loop pedal thing. I'm about the vibe.
think
He doesn't
his
do as much anymore,
Songs
but like
are kind of bland.
but well back
Early
way back.
Sheeran?
Yes, dude. A-Team Sheeran. Pff, come on. Like,
18.
he had the tiny Martin that he would
Yeah.
play, and he had that loop pedal. This was back when he had like now his loop pedal. Have you seen that thing? It's like this big. He's got like 10 tracks on that thing. His loop pedal used to be that old RC 30 that
Yeah.
I used to have, the
Yeah.
little Boss thing. It was like this big, and he would just put all these tracks and lay them on there and do
That's
the
pretty
drums
cool.
on the guitar. I'd never seen that before. Before I discovered him, I went really heavy into Ed Sheeran for a while. Because that old Orange album, I think it's called the A-Team. Is that it? I keep having to look stuff up because I can't ever remember the names, and I don't want to. If Ed Sheeran watches the podcast, I don't want to make him mad.
Yeah, you got to get the album right. Yeah.
It's respectable.
But I think it was called. Oh, this album was great too. 5. That was a great album, but not a lot of people know that one. Oh yeah, I forgot he does that. That Plus is what that album's called, and then I forgot he did that.
Plus,
That's my favorite one. That's a great album.
I can't really think of any
groundbreaking titles for
artists that
albums.
you listen to that are like actually embarrassing. Like I listen to Wham. Like that's kind of embarrassing.
I mean, you call me embarrassing for listening to the infamous String Dusters, but
that's just lame.
whatever, dude.
No offense to the infamous String Dusters, of course.
You want to hear some good bluegrass music, though? Underground artists not a lot of people know. Look up the Sleepy Man Banjo Boys.
Sleepy Man Banjo.
Dude, I
Boys.
love the names of these
These
bands.
names.
Bluegrass band names are the best.
Banjo Boy.
And banjo something.
Okay, these people aren't even on Spotify.
Look, man, they were on Letterman. It was back when he was hosting stuff.
Oh, Sleepy Man Banjo Boys. There they are.
Yeah, sure enough.
Let's get it.
Let's get a little sample there.
Come on, man.
These
So
are a bunch of
hokey.
kids that went on like all these talk shows and everything because this banjo kid is going. It's the kids
I've
that were
seen
doing
them.
they were
Yeah.
doing the bluegrass guitar, violin or fiddle if you want to call it that,
Yeah.
and a banjo. The banjo kid's the youngest. He's like
That's
9.
actual
He's
bluegrass.
going.
Yeah.
going
Unlike
crazy.
Mumford and Sons, who are fake.
That's not
bluegrass.
bluegrass.
I'll take you.
No.
I'll take
That's
that.
not
Yeah.
At
bluegrass.
first,
Mm-hmm.
they thought
That's
they
folk.
were.
That's folk music. That's not bluegrass. The infamous String Dusters. That's bluegrass. Yeah. All right. Well, cool. That's that segment.
Good talks. Good talks.
We're gonna talk about our little video, huh?
Ah, yes. So we touched on it a little earlier, but we did our first music video this week. I guess this is more of a news announcement for Running From than it is a podcast topic. But we released a music video that we had like actually professionally done by a guy that knew what he was doing. Like we didn't just bum it and do it ourselves like we always do.
Right,
We,
yeah,
actually-
iPhone
we
camera.
got somebody that knew what they were doing this time.
The
and-
shaky handheld cam
Yeah.
days are long gone.
So if you haven't seen that yet, it's on YouTube. It's you just search up Running From.
Running From Man is starting to pop up when I search it. It's
yeah,
like
hell yeah, it is.
yeah.
I remember the first time I was searching on Spotify and I typed in running and then F, and it was like Running From. I was like, yes, come on, because before you had
I've
to like
had
type
so
the whole
many
thing
people
in.
ask me how we filmed that because, like, did y'all just actually play the song like on that stage y'all were on? Like, nope.
So we can talk about
Yeah.
that
Behind the scenes.
So let's tell
Look
that.
at
Let's tell
that.
that story. So, and I've got some behind the scenes footage from that I'll release for how we made the video and everything
okay,
like
cool.
that. So I'll bring that up too. But yeah, so kind of how music videos work. If for those of you who don't know, and we can go ahead and go through that process. So we actually got a call, or I got a text from a guy that we graduated high school with. Me, Blake did. He was a good friend of ours in high school, and he texted us and was like, "Hey guys, like I just graduated film from Alabama, and
Go Tigers.
And,
Yeah, I know. We'll give him a pass on that.
yeah, we'll give him a pass. But he graduated in film." And texted us and was like, "I really want to do a music video with y'all for I'm Not Over You." And I was already thinking about doing a music video. I just didn't have anybody that like would be able to direct it and everything for us and take care of it for us. And so we were like, "Yeah, man, of course. Like, we'd love to do it." And so we set up a date. We went out there, and his name's Lance Holmes, by the way. I haven't said that yet. We'll plug his Instagram and everything up top. Y'all should definitely go check his Instagram out, though. He's got a really cool reel from, I think it was from 2020. He did a 2020 of his, like, a reel of his projects and stuff like that. Very impressive, like, cinema in there. I don't know the right word for filmmakers or, like, what word y'all use for that, but it was cool. So, and anyway, so we set a date up, and he came by, and the first day we needed the stage because it's Corona still. And so we needed the stage and we needed it like fast because we were going to go to Dead Poet because that's the homeland, but they were under construction.
Yeah.
And so we decided that we were going to film the video on just like any stage we could find. And so we were thinking of outdoor stages. We were thinking of any place we could call to get a stage. Downtown, though, on 3rd Street by in Baton Rouge. And so we went down and basically set everything up. It started like freaking raining on us.
Yeah.
So we tore everything down.
And then we had like 40-mile-an-hour winds the whole time.
Yeah, it was
which
very windy.
That was good, though.
That was a cool effect.
Actually, I had people coming up to me saying like, "Oh, did y'all have like fans in the back or something, like making your hair?"
Yeah, we sure did.
Yep.
We did.
Yep. We did. But yeah, it was good for the video, and it was overcast, which was good for the lighting too.
Yeah, I thought that looked cool.
Yeah, it did. So we did the 3 hours of filming, right?
We ran through this
2 or 3 hours.
So you had to set up this big PA speaker and plug your phone into it and play
we
the
were
song
blasting "I'm Not Over You" through
from
the square.
Spotify, and it was so loud because like none of us were playing. We just had to play along with the Spotify.
We had
track.
the cords plugged in. We had the mics plugged in.
Cade had to play because you had
Yes.
Cade
Cade
was playing drums.
But like we had them plugged into the guitars,
I think
but they
that
were
looked
just
okay for the
running
most
to
I thought
part.
it looked good.
There's
yeah.
a couple parts
Yeah,
that
you were
like,
right on.
But like we had to play the song through the PA so loud because he had to hear it because he's playing drums. He had to hear the song, so it was just
Echoing through the
booming through that place, dude. It was so loud
to the point where people thought we were actually trying to play, and they
Yeah.
were like, "We can't hear you very good." Like, dude, we're filming a music video. We're not doing anything.
People would like come and stop and just watch us for a
Yeah,
while.
ask if they could watch
we
us.
did get
Yeah.
a bunch of random people watching. It's kind of
So
cool.
we're up there dancing and looking a fool with
Jumping.
not actually playing, just faking it essentially.
Well,
But,
yeah, we're playing. There was just no.
We're
noise
playing the
coming out.
parts, but like there was no sound coming out of what we were doing. But yeah, so we had to play through the song so many times.
so many times.
because you had to get all the angles and stuff like that.
Yeah, because Lance, is great of a job. He didn't have Lance Productions doesn't have his full film crew set up yet. I'm sure when we do our next video, he'll
One day,
have
one
the
day.
full film crew like rolling out there with a trailer and everything.
The van and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Lance did a very great job. We're extremely happy with the video. We all loved it. I've watched it a lot.
Yeah, I can't stop. It's pretty fun to watch.
When I want to listen to the song now, like sometimes I just get the inkling to go listen to the song. I always watch the video now. I don't ever just I don't go to Spotify and like watch it listen to it anymore unless I'm in the truck. But like,
Dude, the second day we filmed, so we had to stop filming because we kind of ran out of time. That
so
on
we
a
we
Saturday.
did the live set. So everything you saw us where we were playing our instruments and everything, we did that one day.
And we came back the next weekend to do all the, I guess,
The storyline.
storyline
Yeah, sure.
part with the signs and stuff like that.
So we had decided 2 weeks prior, I think, that we were gonna do a storyline along with the live playing, and the storyline was gonna be that like one of the biggest things through the whole coronavirus has been that like we can't play our music, and like we love doing live shows so much. Like we love recording music; it's so much fun to write and everything like that. But a huge chunk of like what we love to do is missing when we can't play live shows. And so we wanted to implement that into the video, and so we decided that we were gonna like be making it. The whole storyline is that we were gonna have our huge like release gig, I guess, for I'm Not Over You, and it was gonna just be the biggest gig ever. We were trying to get people out there, but it was like super low budget, and like we had no money, and so we started out in the video like you saw us. We were super dressed up and like ready to go for the gig, and nobody was there when we started, and so we started taking to the streets and drumming up people to come
with like these hobo signs.
with the hobo signs, yeah.
Sharpie on a cardboard.
Leaf blower ads. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what else were we supposed to do? I mean, nobody
No,
showed
that
up
was
to
the-
our gig,
it
so
was-
we had
yeah.
to just we had to write, we had
Had
to
to
find
do
what
it.
we could.
And bother strangers to be in our video.
Yeah.
We did.
Some strangers, but some special guests.
Yeah,
August
special
Rouge.
guest
Shout out.
August Rouge came into the video. We had to pull.
Little cameo
We
appearance.
pulled the. I guess it is a cameo.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did that whole storyline the next day. We were just running up to people and pretty much asking them if they could, you want to be in the video.
Dude, everybody was excited to be in the video.
Yeah. Surprised.
Basically, we had to tell them to just run away from us, essentially.
Yeah, they were like, "What do you want us to do? Do you want us to cheer?" And I was like, "No, just like look awkward and run off. That's what we want."
Yeah.
Because we all looked really weird, like running around.
I had a cop like eyeing me down at one point. Do you remember that? In
Yeah,
that
'cause you were
shot
going
when I was,
around all the
going up
cars.
car
Yeah.
with no
Oh
cars.
yeah,
There's
yeah.
this cop just like, what is this dude doing right now?
It's like running up to empty cars, like pointing at the sign.
Yeah, we look like a protest or something walking around with
He
our
probably
signs.
their
did. He was like,
signs,
"Oh
yeah.
Lord, what now?"
Yeah.
I'm not over you. What is that? My favorite part of that whole video is when we were up on that. You see us up on that bridge, like holding the signs
Over
up
the
and
road,
everything.
yeah.
Everybody,
People were like
kept
honking.
They were
riding by
honking.
and
Dude, we had the
honking at
fire
us.
The
truck
fire
come
truck
by
honked,
honking
yeah.
at us.
Yeah, that was funny. They were all like wondering what was going on, and we were, I'm not over you. Huge show. I was like yelling at them from the top. That was funny. But yeah, we enjoyed that process a lot. We'll
Yeah,
definitely keep doing
that was
music
cool.
videos for
It
all
was
of our
definitely
songs.
a different experience.
Yeah, we never done anything like that before. I think that was, a lot of firsts for Running From coming up.
Yeah.
We have a lot of first things to do. First stadium to sell out. We
Yeah.
still gotta get there.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna put a hold on that one. That might have to wait on
In
that.
due time.
Just gotta keep up the writing and everything. All right, I think it's a good time for phone a friend.
Phone a friend, yes.
Alrighty.
Everybody's favorite segment.
Everybody's favorite
You need to
segment.
have like a
phone a friend.
do kind of like graphic coming.
Like a
up.
little
Phone a
jingle.
friend.
Yeah.
All right, let's get this. So, we had some people. About 2 minutes before we started filming, I started. I put an Instagram story out and said, "Hey, if you want to be on the podcast, get ready." So we've had some people respond. So we're gonna give him a little call here. All right, we're gonna call this guy first.
Let me guess. Is it Mikey?
No, it's actually it's Josh Babin.
Oh, nice.
I need Josh Babin's number.
Oh, well, it is on that phone that is currently recording.
Cut. Hello.
Hello again.
You're on after the set. We had some technical issues, so we had to call you back. But we got you now.
All right.
All right. What's your question? What you got for us?
I got a song request.
A song request.
All right.
I like it.
Let's hear it. Wow, I wonder what it is.
It's called Rocky Top.
Ugh.
Oh, yeah. Love it.
I don't
That's
think
really
we
our
play Rocky
style,
Top.
isn't
All
it?
right. Bye.
I'll be sure to add that for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Again,
I got one more question.
what's up?
How awkward was it to play in front of, or just like lip sync your song?
Very.
I thought he was.
I thought
I
he was
thought you were
going
gonna
to
say how awkward was it when you played that Phil Brady's gig for 3 people. I was like, pretty awkward.
Which one was that one?
The one you didn't go to because there was 3
Yeah,
people there.
nobody was there.
Well, obviously I didn't go, and I don't know which one. But how far back was this? Because you've only been to
Months.
Phil Brady.
A year.
That was, I think, in February.
Yeah, almost a long time ago.
Yeah, it was pretty close to before
Yeah.
shutdown stuff.
So this was not the role playing night where.
No,
That was-
the murder
that was not the-
mystery.
that was a
murder
different
mystery
night.
No, that
thing
was a
they
different
had.
thing. God, yeah, Phil
It was
Brady's.
Not us.
pretty awkward at first shooting the video.
Yeah, it
At
was.
first.
At first, it was awkward, but we kind of settled into it.
Then
it
we
wasn't-
realized that we're rock stars and everybody wishes they were us, so we kind of just started enjoying it.
All right, Blake, put your head back down.
You gotta have that.
Let me see Blake. Let me see Blake.
I can't. I lost the audio last time I tried to do it.
All right, Blake, move over to Eric.
I'm kind of stuck.
But no. But the thing is, there's no girl in the video.
No, we're gonna put some girls in it next time. That was
Next
Blake's.
video, yeah.
There were girls in the video.
Yeah, there were girls in the video. What are
Yeah.
you talking about?
Yeah.
That's cold.
Exposed.
I watched it. I told Blake about it. I thought it was decent. I thought it was pretty.
Oh, thanks for the decency.
Decent.
Thanks for your decency.
Man, sucks that I have to cancel out this entire section out of the podcast.
Oh man.
Keeping it. This is a keeping thing.
to see it.
All right, good job.
It's been a
Thank you.
riveting section.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Good
I'm gonna
caller.
sign out now.
Good phone friend segment.
Thanks, Jerome. Thanks for calling in.
It's terrible. She didn't watch the video. I can't believe
What a
that.
clown.
I can't
We have
believe
to
she didn't watch
expose
the
her
video.
for now.
We do have to expose her for not watching the video. That is absolutely ridiculousness.
We can do a record scratch right before our other question, though, if you need.
Yeah.
Babin, you're on after the set with Running From. We had some technical difficulties and lost your calls, so we're
Welcome
going to redo
back.
it. All right. So hit us up. What's your questions?
My question, I got two questions. One, if you had to be in any decade with any type of musical decade, what would it be?
That would be the
60s.
1960s.
That would be
Yeah.
the 1960s is where I think we would all go because
All
we're
of
all
us.
huge fans of the psychedelic rock that went on back then, and we all want to go
Woodstock.
to Woodstock.
Yeah.
Because we're massive Jimi Hendrix fans. Everybody in the band, I think,
Creedence.
is a pretty
Fair
big Jimi Hendrix fan.
Yeah.
And
Stones.
so that's just something that we would love to be a part of.
Herbie was even in the 60s.
Yeah. There's your answer.
What about I would want to see Freddie Mercury sing like so bad.
Yeah.
That's another reason I would go back to that era because
60s.
That's a little.
oh, was he not
beforehand.
alive
He
in the
was in-
60s?
no.
He wasn't singing.
No.
You don't think
I
he
don't
was
think
singing?
he was performing.
He was
Okay.
like in high school, probably.
I don't care. I'll still live through it. So I would go back to the 60s and then I would go to Woodstock.
You got pause,
and then I would
son.
live through the 70s.
You're gonna hit up like 12-year-old Freddie and just like, hey, sing.
I know. I would live through the 70s and then watch him sing.
Okay.
Yeah. That's right.
That's fine.
Fair.
That's right.
Fair.
Yeah,
Fine,
hop
if you
off.
want to go that route.
Hop off.
He's in it for the
Alrighty.
long haul.
What's your
Next
second question?
Second question is, if you had to put in the top three tiers, I would just say top three genres of music that you would like to do, or like that you prefer. What's your top three?
All right. We'll start with Cole on that one.
You can get as specific as you want.
All right, we'll start with like it's like a blues rock.
So
Where's number one?
Kaleo that you brought up
Yeah.
earlier in the podcast.
Blues rock.
White Stripes.
And then number two, I guess we had like more of a '90s rock vibe, like Green Day, Nirvana, that type of stuff.
Chili
and then,
Peppers.
Grunge.
Yeah, little Peppers. And for three, I don't know about three.
You listen to Zach Brown Band a lot.
I do,
Some country,
but like, I don't even know how to classify them. Like, I know they're
They're
country,
country.
but like, I don't listen to other country. I just listen to Zach Brown Band.
So Zach Brown Band is your third genre.
they
They have
are.
enough
Zach-
music. They have enough
Zach
music to
Brown
be
Band.
their genre. So
Yeah, they're their own thing. Like I can't just say country because they're pretty much the only country band.
what
I
was
like.
that, Josh?
How do you rank that though? He just gave me three. How do you rank it?
That was 1, 2, 3.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
All right. So for me, I'm gonna go one blues rock, the kind of John Mayer, Joe Bonamassa stuff.
Mayer, yeah.
Yeah. Second, I'm gonna go alternative rock, which is like that mid to late '90s to now kind of Foo Fighters sound. And third, it's a split between grunge rock and psychedelic rock. So early
Hendrix.
90s versus like late 60s, like Hendrix in the late 60s and like Nirvana, Soundgarden in the early 90s.
Soundgarden.
And again,
Soundgarden.
skip the 80s.
Yeah, skip the 80s.
Everybody be hating on the 80s.
Yeah, no, we have ripped on the '80s a little bit. This
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Josh said, so Blake is just rock. Yeah,
Yeah, I just like guitar stuff, basically. Anything with a guitar.
right.
No variety.
No.
No, I guess I'm not too cultured. It's all right, though.
You got to know yourself.
I would say for me, number one, funk. Love that funk. Got to have that funk. That ranges at vastly different types of tempos, arrangement styles, etc. To probably alternative rock was the second most thing I listened to. A little bit of you know, like Foo Fighters in there and all those kind of rocky bands. And then jazz at number 3, very much like it. Don't listen to it as much, but I very much like that enough to put it on number 3.
I can see Cade on like a long car ride, just like
Smooth jazz.
just smooth jazz.
I do.
the
There's a
entire
jazz
time.
playlist. Sometimes there's a jazz ride. Kenny G's in there. Kenny G's in the playlist. He's in there.
Nice. My number 1 is going to be like 90s influence alternative rock kind of stuff. My number 2 is going to be more of like an alternative pop, not punk, sorry. Alternative pop kind of thing.
Like
and
who,
then-
man?
Like
Who do you
John
like?
Bellion.
I like John Bellion.
Oh, okay.
Oh, never heard of him. Who's that?
Sorry, I like John Bellion, all right, you know? And then number 3, yes. Oh, you know him. Good.
Who else, though? 21 Pilots?
Number 3, oh yeah, 21 Pilots in that genre as well. Number 3 is going to be kind of I'm picky about what rap I listen to, but it's going to be like hip hop, but I'm picky about it. Like I like old Wayne, like
Chance.
Carter 4 back then, but Chance the Rapper, I'm a massive Chance the Rapper fan. I was actually supposed to go see him in January before he canceled that tour. But yeah, I'm a huge Chance the Rapper fan. So that was all right. Yeah, that was both questions, right? We got both
Yeah.
of those. Okay. All right, dude.
Thank you for answering
thank you
again.
for calling
man.
again.
Yeah, thanks, man.
And we appreciate you. And we'll hopefully we'll catch you at a gig, man.
Hey, we're trying.
Yeah, we're trying. We're going for it. All right, man. Have a good one.
See ya.
Hello, caller, and welcome back. We can ask you that. Okay, look, if you had to pick, I don't know if I'm going to be on the audio. If you had to pick an underground artist of your choosing, what would it be? Like some that nobody knows, all that stuff.
Oh, okay. Besides Harry Styles, it'd probably be Lord Huron. I like him a lot.
Harry Styles
stuff.
is another guilty pleasure artist we didn't talk about.
I'm not guilty. Yeah, but I'm not guilty.
Oh, I'm not guilty about anybody I listen to, but Harry Styles would be my other one.
He's fantastic.
And he dresses fantastic.
Dude, another underground
he
band
is
that I like
stylish.
is Running From. That's another underground band.
No, I wouldn't say they're underground. They're pretty big.
Yeah, they have a music video out now.
Yeah, they do.
No
I heard
way.
about
Yeah,
that.
That's
I heard it
crazy.
got like 400 views in like a day and a half.
Pretty good, pretty good. A little bit of Tell us about Lord Huron.
Say it again.
Tell us about Lord Huron.
Lord Huron. So I don't really know how to describe them. Kate, how would you describe them? You've listened to some of their stuff.
Indie, very indie, chill kind of music. Good stuff, good stuff. Lot of 6/8 feel stuff.
Oh, I got you.
Ooh, I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
Yeah, I saw them in New Orleans last year, and they were really good live.
All right.
Sweet.
What question? You got a question for us?
Yeah, just go ahead and ask whatever.
What was y'all's favorite part about the music video?
Our favorite part. My favorite part was running up to all the strangers and asking them if they wanted to be in our music video because I thought that was funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the second day of filming was definitely the most fun.
But
was fun.
I also liked when we were we told this story a minute ago, but we were all on that overpass during the scene where we're holding the signs on the bridge over the overpass, and we're all holding up our signs and like cheering and being weird, and people kept honking at us, and like fire trucks kept running by and honking, and people were just like messing with us up there. That was pretty fun.
yeah, that was good.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I think my favorite was when like the random couples came and watched us.
That was my favorite part. Was when August Rouge was on the video. He's on the call.
No way. Okay. If y'all can see this, we have our guy that our cameo August Rouge came in. I don't know if they're gonna be able to see this on camera or not, but we already shouted you out. Oh, hey, put his Instagram and everything up on.
Yeah, we're gonna
YouTube.
put it in
So
there.
August Rouge, he's the cameo we had in the video. He was the man running away from us. Our last final hope to get a fan to come in. August, you are our last hope to get somebody to get into the to get it to our gig, and we were just so depressed in that point of the video, and we were just running after you, trying to get, and you just ran away. It broke all of our hearts.
Hey, look, man, it's the only reaction I could do. Just some guys holding up the sign. But you know what, man? I'm a fan of real life. That's what matters.
That is
you're
what
right.
matters.
Much appreciated.
Nice. The unexpected cameo from August Rouge. I'm
Nice.
about it.
It was awesome.
We still got to get you over here and write something, man.
Oh, dude, we're gonna cut up, son. Let me tell you.
All right, guys. Well, we appreciate y'all for signing on, man. Thanks, Taylor.
Thanks, guys.
Thank y'all. That was cool.
Good times.
All right.
Good stuff. I think that's an app right there.
That was a
think
really
so.
good
Yeah, we can
friend
wrap
friend
that up.
Sounds like
segment.
a wrap, boys.
Yeah, we can wrap it up. Well, this has been After the Set with Running From
I like Crocs.
Crocs.
I do like Crocs.
Crocs, we still love you. Crocs, listen,
Please
you know,
email us back.
Crocs, we've been after you for a while now. It's been pretty much a love relationship between you and us. We're still featuring you as much as we can
In our video.
in our videos. In I'm Not Over You, you're on our song cover. You're on everything Crocs, and we're just waiting on that call because
We're
that's
here.
what we do. We're
and we're
patient,
waiting.
Okay, we play the long game, Crocs. You can't escape us forever, and we will find you, and we will get your endorsement. Running From band. That's all for After the Set. We're signing off.
Adios.
Cut.